Olympia, you're the visitors tonight. You've got the choice. You're going to call heads or tails.
All right.
Heads. It's called heads. All right. I'm going to toss the coin. That's the tails. This is heads. If I drop it, we'll do it again. It's tails. You won the toss. Okay. All right. Which goal would you like to defend?
So I'll kick that one.
All right. Okay. Let's go down here, spin around. Down here, CK. Central Kitsap's won the toss and elected to receive.
Welcome to game number 2 in the Kitsap Suns live game of the week from Silverdale Stadium on kitsapsun.com/GOTW, brought to you by West Sound TV. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, joined by Mr. Matthew St. Carol doing the camera for us tonight. Spencer on the computer, and my partner on the other microphone, Mr. Brent Willard. Oh, Woolard.
Little joke about the Kitsap Sun article I think you're talking about there, Doc. Had a misspelling of my name. No big deal, though. No harm, no foul. Woolard's a pretty rare name. So.
And a great article by Mr. Chuckstock.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate that. And we really enjoy working with the Kitsap Sun to bring you fans out there on the internet some live Friday night high school football. And this is game number 2 in a doubleheader at Silverdale Stadium, featuring 2 big, tough, Narrows League 4A size teams as the Central Kitsap Cougars host the Olympia Bears. Both of these teams, Brent, coming off of big wins last week.
Absolutely, Doc. The Cougars, if you remembered, saw us live on opening Friday, lost to Eastlake, a third-ranked team in the state at the time. We'll get to more here as we progress, as the kick is underway.
And Olympia kicks off to the Cougars, and they will receive the ball. It's going to be spotted on about the Cougar 23-yard line.
Doc, Bryce Henderson, one of the forward guys, took that kickoff. It was a short high kick, and he signaled a fair catch. So when he started running, they blew the whistle on him.
That's right. Ain't going to move anywhere that way.
No harm, no foul. The normal kick returners are Tyler Parker and Greg Cleveland. A couple guys you'll hear a lot from tonight from the Cougar offense as they are lined up in the backfield and out at your wide receiver spot.
All right, CK with their first offensive series, and it's a rolling pass right across the middle. Nice shot there to
John Fergus, Doc, number 15.
John Fergus.
6'2", 205-pounder. Tight end getting open. Deep enough for a first down. Great first play by the Cougars.
Now that moves the chains, and the Cougars take the ball out to their own 42-yard line. And the quarterback for the Cougars tonight, Joshua Schweiderman, and under center puts a man in motion. That'd be Greg Cleveland. Handoff up through the middle. Oh, nice job there getting through that line and making some yardage. Number 28, Nicholas Zawadski.
Yeah, it's Nick Zawadski, and that's actually Schweiderman, Doc.
Okay.
Schweiderman, we had that same mistake for about a quarter and a half on the opener.
Schweiderman, okay.
Nice looking run play up the middle, although Nick bounced off of one of his own blockers, was still able to hit a big gain there for 2nd and 4.
Picked up about 6.5, 7 yards that one. Again, man in motion. Quarterback handoff to the running back, and again, open space and into Bear territory for the Cougars of Central Kitsap. They'll mark it at about the 41-yard line.
Nick Zawadski saw an opening off the A gap. That's just to the left of the center. Hit it huge. Good blocking by the Cougars. And he was finally taken down by Steve Huber.
Now, last week, the Cougars scored 53 points against Shelton, and Olympia scored 30 against South Kitsap. So both these teams can score. Which team can play D tonight? Man in motion once again, and again a handoff to the running back. Nice yardage, and that would be Bryce Henderson.
Really, Doc, at this point, tackling by CK, or by Oli, rather, Olympia. I'm going to do the Olympia thing all night. I know it, and that was Bryce Henderson with the carry. Tackling a little bit sloppy here so far, and I know that is not going to go over well with Coach Bill Beatty.
Yeah, Olympia's always, or at least for the last few years, has been a perennial powerhouse in the Narrows League. There's the handoff, and again, getting first down yardage, taking it down to the 30 is the Central Kitsap Cougars.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down. Another great carry by Zawadzki, and another great, huge hole opening up there in the middle, straight up the gut. A-gap, again, they found something they like on that Olympia defensive line, and they're just able to swing the gate open, and Zawadzki's just piling up the yards here. First play was a long pass, and now nothing but runs up the middle.
Schwederman now back in the shotgun with one back for blocking, and that's who gets the ball is that single back, number 28, Nicholas Zawadzki. And they'll give him a couple yards on that one, first down.
Looked like they were going to try to bounce that one off tackle, but Zawadzki saw the hole again opening up right there dead center and exploited it for a short gain, only 2 yards on that one. But Cougars firing on all cylinders here thus far on this drive.
Yeah, that's going to bring up second down now, and 8 yards to go for Central Kitsap for a first down. Ball is on the 27-yard line of the Bears. Schwederman over center. Again, the handoff to that running back, number 28, Nicholas Zawadzki.
That's going to bring up a third down and 5, and Olympia now plugging the hole a little bit as they're containing the gains up the middle to just 2 and 3 yards in the last 2 plays. So we'll have to see what Coach Keel brings in here for a third and 5. And you got to think, Doc, they're probably in 2-down territory here, being on the 25-yard line. Most teams won't try a field goal this deep, and there's really no reason to punt it from here. So he has some options.
All right, third down, about 5 to go for that first. Joshua Schwederman puts the man in motion, hands off to Zawadzki, and Zawadzki's going to pick up a couple, but it's not going to be enough.
And that's going to bring up about a fourth and 3.5. Real interesting to see this call coming right now. And I see Coach Keel talking to Schwederman on the sidelines. They're going to talk this one over a little bit. And remember, 25-second clock in high school football. Soon as the play's over, you'll see the referee set the ball, or one of the officials will, and then he'll signal ready for play, and that's when that 25 seconds starts.
Well, they're going to try the field goal, Brent.
Well, they're going to prove me wrong.
Maybe.
Kicking from the left hash, and that is number 3.
Weston Soeti. Oh, it is
He
just a little wide.
had the distance.
Yep. Yep, well, that was an interesting choice.
It was. I'm not going to blame any high school team for trying to kick a field goal. You know, this is a huge game against Olympia. If you're a casual high school football fan and you're tuning in just to check it out, you're looking at a couple of the better teams in the state of Washington right here, in the Cougars and the Olympia Bears. Bears off to a great start. They're 3-0. They've beat last year's 2A champ already this year in Tumwater. And they are currently ranked 6th in the state in one of the polls.
First down for the Bears with a pitch out. Coming around the far side there. It'll pick up about 4 yards on that play.
Ball was carried by Casey Bond. And Coach Keel told me before the game that you're going to see a lot of misdirection plays. The Olympia squad, rather, will run basically the wing T or versions of it, but they can throw the ball too. And look at here, Doc, they're in the shotgun formation.
Second down, and running around the near side. There's that fake.
Yeah, Coach Keel told me it's all about contain tonight because he knows there's 3 excellent athletes in just the runners out of this wing T, but also the quarterback himself is a great athlete too, number 6.
That'd be Trevor Hauser.
Trevor Hauser, and he's got an arm, so I think, despite the fact that they had Hauser deep in the backfield there, could have had a nice sack. They gave up a couple yards on offense, but I think Coach Keel's probably pretty happy with what he's seeing so far.
They're down about 3 to go for a first for the Bears. Ball a little low on the snap and a quick whistle there.
It's going to be a false start, Doc. We'll get it from referee Steve Green.
Dead ball, false start on the offense. Repeat, third down.
And we certainly thank Steve Green for miking himself up for us tonight. We'll tell you who all the other officials are here as the game progresses.
Well, that'll add 5. Quick pass across the middle, but it's not going to make it for the first down.
You're seeing good execution on defense by the Cougars, aggressively moving to the ball and containing the plays to the inside, not letting the Olympic runners get out to the outside and get some yardage on them. So everything so far, I think defensively, I think Coach Keel's got it pretty much dialed in. Offensively, we'll have to see if, as we get this punt here, how the Cougars respond on this next drive and how Olympia's defense responds.
Bears with the punt, and they get a good bounce deep into CK territory. The ball go down to about the 31-yard line of Central, which is where they'll start this next offensive series.
Your referee tonight is Steve Green. Joining him, the other 4 members of the 5-man squad. The umpire, Steve Fisher. The linesman, Scott Erickson. The line judge, Dave Paul. Doc's messing with my audio levels here. Back judge, Fred Perkins, and an alternate, just in case, Paul Hollingsworth.
All right, first down for the Cougars, just beyond their 30-yard line. Quarterback in the shotgun, one back with it. Rolling out to his right side, little twist and turn there, and he's still going, Burton. No, he's not. His knee hit the turf.
That's going to end up being about a 5-yard sack. And really, if he could have broke that last tackle, he had a lot of breathing room in front of him. Doc, you okay there? You choking to death? Or what? Doc tried to inhale a little bit of Talking Rain mountain spring water. Didn't work out too well, did it?
Went down the wrong pipe, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay, well, second down now, and it's going to be 14 yards to go with that loss on number 1.
And now notice Schwederman on a second long up under center. That shotgun stuff, maybe not a good idea so much in the high school level.
2 backs in the backfield and a man in motion. It goes to the running back. And this time, the Olympia Bears are pretty aware of that's where CK gained a lot of yardage in that first series because they shut him down.
Yep, Zawadzki with the carry up the middle, and Olympia definitely going to shut that off at least for the time being. But, you know, a lot of what happens on the offense in high school football is you're trying to get your opponent into a habit. And that could be what's going on here, to where later they're going to fake some stuff up the middle and bounce it outside.
3rd and 14, quick pass out to this near side. A little bit of running room out to, ball is loose. It looks like CK did recover. And that was Tyler Parker with the reception from Schwederman.
Pretty good athletic moves there by Parker, number 8, also one of your kick returners. Unable to get back to the first down. Picked up about 5 yards and did cough it up there at the end. One of his teammates kind of slapped it back towards him, and he was able to fall on it.
Well, CK will have to boot it away here. Olympia with 1 man back there. And the ball took a good Central Kitsap bounce there. Number 39 for the Bears, Nathan Slauson. I couldn't tell if he was calling for a fair catch or swatting at a fly there.
He was calling for the fair catch, and then he got out of the way. You know, and especially as it approaches the sideline, if you're not 100% sure, if you're not in a good place to catch the ball, by all means let it go, because odds are it's going to go out of bounds. Cost them about 8 yards, but really probably a pretty sound play on the part of the kick returner.
Well, the Bears will start out on their own 24-yard line with 3:18 left to go here in quarter number 1, and a couple of zeros up on the scoreboard so far. Bears quarterback Trevor Hauser in the shotgun. Short drop back, looking for somebody across the middle. Oh, the man he found was Central Kitsap.
Bryce Henderson, Doc, number 33, with a huge pick here. And you can hear the crowd cranking it up at Silverdale Stadium.
That was a great read by Henderson, too, because that was not a simple, easy pass. That had some heat on it.
What it really was, Doc, was great coverage, and he put himself in a position to jump in front of that one. Great job by Henderson carrying the ball on offense and getting the interception on defense.
All right, so CK takes over at the Bear 40-yard line. Schwederman with the handoff to the man coming around this near side. He's got some running room down to about the 27-yard line.
That's
Goes
Parker.
Tyler Parker.
Parker on the sweep there, kind of a put the wide receiver in motion, hand it off to him across the left side, bounce it to the outside, and this, like I said, Coach Keel running all those plays up the middle has the Olympic defense in a mindset of plugging the hole, maybe putting 7 or 8 in the box, and that's going to allow stuff like this to work. And then when they spread their guys out and put them wide, he's going to run it up the middle again.
First down for the Cougars at the Bear 29. Getting that man in motion. Fakes the handoff to the side man. Goes to the running back who will pick up, maybe get back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Kyle Pine, number 24 and 55. Matt Bishop making the tackle, making a really good tackle, holding number 28, Zawadzki, to a 1-yard gain.
Second down now with 2:20 left to go in this first quarter. They've got 3 receivers over to that far side. It's a handoff, though, and right up the middle for another 3 or 4 yards. Zawadzki. They're going to move him up to the 25-yard line, but that's still going to give him about 6 yards to go for a first down, Brent.
A little misdirection there. Quarterback started to move to his right. Zawadzki came to the left, handed the ball off, and was able to exploit the hole there for 4. Again, though, a third and a very long 5. Actually, they're saying 3rd and 6. Not easy.
Schwederman back in the shotgun. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Oh, and he is hammered. Down, drop back at the 35-yard line. Ooh.
I wish we had replay. I'd watch that one over again. It looked like a couple, at least one of the Olympic Bears vaulted over one of the blockers for Schwederman. And yeah, he had no chance on that one. That was the jailbreak.
That was a great defensive effort by the Bears there. They're going to actually mark the ball at the 33-yard line, but it's now 4th down. We're under a minute left here in the first period. It's 4th down and 13 to go for the first, and they're going to go for it, Brent.
Yeah, interesting here. They could pin him deep, but he's going to take a chance and roll the dice.
Uh-oh, ball gets loose, but he finds an open receiver. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 10. Oh, almost into the end zone on a broken play, basically.
Gutsy play. Doc Schwederman goes in the shotgun, moves to his right, brings all the heat, and then they throw the center screen to Parker in the middle.
Well,
huge gain.
He got hit. His arm got
Absolutely.
hit. The ball bounces up.
Absolutely.
And Schwederman got a hold of it and found the open receiver.
Absolutely.
Nice job on that one by CK. Takes him down. Goal to go now. First down. And they're going to place the ball at the 4-yard line, 3.5-yard line of the Bears for the Cougars. And it looks like timeout.
Timeout, Central Kitsap.
Coach Keel going to talk about this. Interesting on 1st and goal from the 3. Why you would burn a timeout here. Maybe he saw wrong people or they were lined up not running the play, because Coach Keel calls the offensive plays for this team. He has a defensive coordinator, but he calls the offense.
And we've got 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Head coach Bill Beatty for the Bears, and of course, I believe it's been 14 years now that Coach Keel's been coaching.
Been a long time, and he's really transformed the Central Kitsap team over the years, Doc.
He sure has.
They're a contender. Nobody takes the Central Kitsap Cougars for granted. They've been in the postseason, what, 6 years in a row, or they're trying for their sixth?
Yep, and yeah, great coach, great guy for the Silverdale community.
Absolutely.
First down for the Cougars at the Bear 3-yard line.
Sometime we'll mention to you about Coach Keel's NFL background.
Schwederman with the handoff and a fight up the middle. Let's see. They're going to say touchdown. 6 on the board for the Cougars. Oh, man. And I believe that was Bryce Henderson.
Powering up the middle, power football. The Cougars bringing it here, taking the first points of the game away from the Bears. Both coaches, and talking to them before the game, you know, they really have a lot of respect for each other. These are two quality squads, so Coach Keel's getting the better of him here so far tonight.
Ball down for the PAT, and Soady puts it through for one more point to put the first 7 on the board for the Central Kitsap Cougars.
Now the Olympia's first series was a 3-and-out. They had some decent plays. Cougars missed some opportunities, like they missed the sack chance that they had. But this next offensive series, I think, is pretty important as we're, you know, only 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. And Olympia needs to get something going. I think they've only had the ball for, they had two possessions. The other one resulted in the interception right on the first play. So,
and that was the one that started this whole series here, in which the CK Cougars put the ball into the end zone to put 7 on the board here in the 27-second mark of the first quarter.
Yeah, and the Cougars converting a 4th and 13 key on that drive.
That was a big one, all right, but all started, and I think it was Henderson that made the intercept as well as punched the ball in there.
Yep. Bryce Henderson, number 33. Henderson and Zawadzki getting a lot of work in tonight.
Henderson is 6'2". He's a senior, and he's got 200 pounds out there. Weston Soetti, junior. Low one, but a good kick. Ball's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and the Olympia Bears, with 27 seconds left in this first quarter, will start out on their own 20-yard line. So far, pretty high-quality football being played out there by both teams tonight. We're only barely into the game. The first quarter are getting ready to wind down here in another play or two. Happy to be working with the KitsapSun.com this season /GOTW, Game of the Week.
Or if you just go to KitsapSun.com, it has a link for it right there on the front of the forehead of the front page. What's our game next week, Doc?
Well, it's scheduled to be Bremerton versus NKV Bremerton. All right.
Great tackle made there by number 11, Joe Sanchez for the Cougars, holding that carry by number 9, Casey Bond, to just 3 yards. So they're saying 4 yards now.
They'll give him 4 on that, bring up 2nd down and 6. Ball is at the 24-yard line. Coming around this end around. Oh, good defensive effort that time to hold the runner. He's going to get a first down, but he could have broke free on that one.
Doc, that was Bryce Henderson, number 33, following him, chasing the runner all the way across the field, not letting go, and slowed him up. And that's not going to be a first down, Doc. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 to go.
Oh, all right. And it's the end of quarter number 1. And the Central Kitsap Cougars jump out in the lead 7-0 over the Olympia Bears. We'll be back with that second quarter for you shortly. a big effort by the CK defense.
They did not get it, Doc. They're going to be a half-yard short. Both the line judge and the linesman have them on the backside of the 30, and that is not going to be a first down. Great stand there by the Cougar D.
Well, we're West Sound TV. Matthew St. Carol on the camera. Brent Woolard on that other microphone, and I'm the doctor, Dr. Parr. And so the last two plays, the Central Kitsap defense has held the Bears short.
Doc, they're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory.
This is a big play for the Bears. They've only got about half a yard or less to go. Man goes in motion.
Oh, he's trying to head fake him.
And he tried to pull the CK defense off. It did not work, so Olympia is going to
Send down the punt
change
unit.
the formation.
One of the oldest tricks in the book.
And we've seen it used to advantage by some people.
Okay, no, that's all right. He
You
was just,
have an extra whistle on you?
there you see Steve Green asking if somebody has an extra whistle.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that whistle problem, eh?
Yeah, 2 and 2.
Well, fourth down and very short to go here. We will see how this punt goes. Olympia tried to pull the CK defense off. Didn't work, so they had to bring out the kicking team.
Diego O'Brien, the punter, also starting member of the defense for Olympia. And back deep, it's your dynamic duo, Cleveland and Parker. 27 and 8. Nice high
There's the
kick.
punt.
Great
That's a good
punt.
one. It's driving the CK receivers way back, and they wisely get out of the way on that one.
And that took a Cougar bounce as it kind of more bounced sideways than backwards. So
Well, it's going to be placed on the 22-yard line of CK, just underway here in quarter number 2. That's where the Cougars will start out.
3 possessions by Olympia, Doc. No first downs yet.
2 big, huge defensive plays by Central Kitsap on that last series.
Yeah, and then you have, 3 possessions by Olympia, no first downs. If you'd have asked me, to predict when they'd get their first down, it certainly would be well within their first 3 possessions.
CK first down, and it's a run over the left side of the line that'll pick up a yard or 2 for the Cougars. Zawadzki on the carry.
Zawadzki getting a hard 2.5, 3 yards up the middle, and keeping the Olympia defense honest on that in the middle, keeping a large number of the defenders in the middle. That's opening up the outside, and as we saw on that center screen, it's if you can get away from that central core, you can get some yardage, as right now Olympia has 7 men in the box.
Quarterback is back in the shotgun. He puts one of his backs in motion. Short drop back. He's looking to pass, and he's brought down.
They're going to say down by
Yeah,
contact,
he
and that's
was.
correct.
Yep. And he's going to lose a couple.
Schwederman there, one of the defenders that was coming from him brought his arm like hooked around, right above his head, almost like he was taking a swing at him. Interesting there. I thought maybe a little too rough, but no flag.
Well, that's going to bring up third down now, and 11 yards to go for the first down for the Cougars. Schwederman in the shotgun. There he goes. It's off to the left side. He's got the receiver. The receiver's out to the 30. Oh, it's going to be where they mark it, and
It's
they're
a
going
first
to
down.
mark it just beyond that flag, and it's going to be first down for the Cougars.
Number 33,
Bryce Henderson.
Bryce Henderson is just, so far he's your MVP of the game for the Cougars.
And he had to pick that one up almost off the turf, turn around, pick it up.
4 Olympia Bears all over him.
And so far, the Cougar defense has been doing a good, or offense has been doing a good job of mixing it up. Man in motion in front of the quarterback. It goes to Henderson running around that far end, and this time brought down by the Bears. Daquan Williams in on that stop.
Bryce Henderson getting the help up from his teammate, number 28, Nick Zawadzki. Those two are earning their miles tonight. Henderson, I was sitting there watching him with the binoculars after that last play. You could see him breathing, so he's getting quite the workout.
That'll bring up second down and about 6. And Schwederman still got it. He wants to find somebody to pass to, but he's not going to be able to. Has to pull it in, and he'll get back about to the line of scrimmage. Maybe they'll even give him half a yard.
Olympia getting really good penetration on these passing plays. So I think if Coach Keel's going to keep up the passing game, he's going to have to get Schwederman in situations where they're going to be quick passes, quick read, and get it out of there, because the penetration is working, and I think that's why the running game is working too, Doc, is because they're trapping the defenders from Olympia.
And Olympia sets up, and looks like they're going to have 4 down linemen. It'll be third down and about 5.5 for CK.
8 men in the
Cleveland
box.
in motion, and a flag and a whistle.
Delay a game, Doc.
That'll move him back 5.
Is he out of sync? Yeah, the ref thinks the mic's on when it's off, and he thinks it's off when it's on. So.
Yeah, we'll try to get that fixed at halftime.
Also,
but it was a delay game, right?
Yeah, it's a 25-second clock again in high school, and it's carried by the back judge. And at the 5 seconds to go mark, he'll put his arm up in the air. The back judge is the guy furthest back in the defense.
There's another flag from the side judge this time, and the third down play is going to pick up a yard or 2, but with 3rd and 10, they had to do more than that. So we'll see what the call is.
Flags before the play.
He was getting set, so everybody was also illegal.
So illegal motion. Okay. It's a legal shift, really, of 2. Right. You got a legal shift on the offense. Okay. Just let me give the preliminary. White captain.
And as we heard from Steve Green and his side judge discussing it, it was decided it was an illegal shift. And the Bears are going to decline it. That'll bring up 4th down, and the punting team coming in for the Cougars at the 7:12 mark in quarter number 2.
Olympia's defense tightening up here as the game progresses, Doc. 1.5 gone, and slowing these Cougars down here on this last drive.
And the kick goes to about the 36-yard line, which is where Nathan Slauson will grab it and fair catch it. Well, last week's game where Olympia beat South Kitsap, Olympia scored the first 4 touchdowns. And Coach DJ Sigerson said they just missed their tackling. They didn't tackle those running backs for Olympia. They couldn't stop them.
Yeah, and I talked to Keel about that opener again against Eastlake, and they lost, I think, by 3 touchdowns. But he said, yeah, and you know what, if you look at that, those were broken plays. They were over 50 yards each one of them.
Yep.
And he admits they made mistakes. They weren't executing on defense.
Well, first game of the season. You're going to expect that. Uh-oh, ball is on the ground, and a quick flag comes
Well, they're
up
lucky
there.
is Olympia, because it's going to be a false start, which makes it play dead. The Cougars would rather that play continue because they were going to
A false start on the offense. First down.
because they were going to get, looks like refs back in sync, Steve Green, thank you. They were going to probably drop Olympia for a loss on that one.
If it wasn't a fumble recovery deep in Olympia territory.
Absolutely. That's the problem with that motion man. The center and the motion man have got to be in sync in the shotgun.
First down, 15 now for the Bears. Hauser with the back, drop back. He's got a receiver. It's a first down out at midfield for the Olympia Bears.
Beautiful play, Doc. That's number 85. Dylan Reed was covered by Timothy Trail, number 2 for the Cougars. Great execution on that play.
Well, they didn't quite make it to that midfield line. The ball be placed on the 49-yard line for Olympia first down. Going over there to check out is Nathan Slauson.
And that number 23, Doc, that is the return of Spencer Kilman, who was hurt in the opener, and this is his first time playing since the opener. They're all league running back last year. They are really missing him. And Coach did say he's going to get a little bit of playing time, but he's not at 100% yet. So
They'll give him a yard on that first down, so second down and 9. Hauser back in the shotgun. Looks over to this side. He's got an open receiver, but overthrows the intended receiver. Number 7 out there is Cole Murphy.
barely overthrew him, Doc. And I'm looking at Bill Beatty, the head coach of Olympia, talking to his quarterback, Trevor Hauser, over on the sidelines. That's how he gets the plays in. Trevor goes off to the side every play to get the play from the coach. Whereas Coach Keel will alternate offensive players, usually receivers, in and out of the game and send them in with the play.
All right, third down and 9. Low snap, but Hauser picks it up. He's got the open receiver, and he's got another first down.
And that's again number 23, Spencer Kilman, making his debut here on this drive. At least this is the first time we've called his number. And the passing game's starting to work now for Olympia.
Yeah, it's been those shots off to the side so far that they've been most successful with. So they've moved into Cougar territory, and the Bears are at the Cougar 35 with a first down. Handoff, the line is blocked up, but end around. There's a lot of running room, and a shoestring tackle stops Sean Hine.
And that's why he was an all-league running back last year, Kilman. Great running play. That's what you call patient running, Doc. He takes the handoff. He gets behind his blockers. You can see he was putting a hand on him, trying to kind of figure out, okay, when I break out of here, what's the best way to go? Hitting a huge gainer. Great offensive play there by Spencer Kilman.
Well, the Bears move the flag again. And again, they start out up the middle, come off to this left side, but CK stops him fairly quickly. In on that hit was Chris Neguaco.
He was helped by Kyler Higgins, the 6 foot 1 inch, 230-pound nose guard. Nose guards usually tackle pretty good.
It'll bring up second down and still about 10 for the Bears. The ball is at the 16-yard line of the Cougars.
Cougars changing it up on defense too here a little bit, going to a 4-man line.
Hauser with the rollout, and he again connects with the receiver. We've got a flag down, and it's almost a basketball play out there with the pick and roll.
Yes, it is, Doc. I'm not going to try to guess this one. Too many things it could be, but the Cougars are going to have to get some pressure in on Trevor Hauser, the quarterback, because this passing game is illegal man downfield. And illegal man downfield. None of your 5 offensive linemen can go downfield, which means past the line of scrimmage, until the pass is across the line of scrimmage, unless you're running a screen. If you're throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage, then anybody can be downfield.
An eligible receiver downfield. We repeat, second down.
So for that's your what's that penalty of the week. But yeah, again, to get back to it, Doc, Cougars need to get some pressure. They're playing a straight 3 or 4 man rush and getting themselves in a 2 deep zone. with, well, not even now. They got bringing everybody. They got a one deep zone.
Oh boy, there he goes. Finding some running room is Kilman. And Kilman's into the end zone for the Olympia Bears. Put their first score on the board.
Too easy, says Coach Keel on that drive. He is not happy. Kilman running through traffic.
And that's basically the same play they've done the last 3 times.
Coach Keel having a word with his team.
Well, at the 4:44 mark and quarter number 2, the Bears put their first score on the board and will attempt the PAT to tie it up. It's Brian Carpenter kicking for Olympia. Bad ball is down and through.
And we said we'd talk about as the extra point is good. 7-7 here, 4:44 to go in the first half. Coach Mark Keel of the Central Kitsap Cougars went to Arizona State for his college ball, obviously Division I Pac-10 ball, and ended up being drafted by both the NFL and the USFL back in the early 80s. And ultimately, after the USFL crumbled, as that's where he went first, the Chicago team, he went to the New England Patriots and was a member of that 1985 Super Bowl team. However, he was on injured reserve. He was a safety for the New England Patriots.
But he got the ring, didn't he?
Yeah, and a few years ago, we did a Central Kitsap game, and I went on eBay and picked up a Mark Keel USFL football card and had him sign it on camera. That was pretty funny.
That was
he was
fun.
embarrassed.
Yeah, it was fun though.
A good guy, very good guy.
Yeah,
both of these coaches are real quality people, and they've really turned their teams into quality teams.
Exactly. And they've been around for a while, both of them, too, in the high school sports. And like you said, both of these teams have become major powerhouses in the Narrows League 4A size schools.
And in the state, really.
Well, we're tied up 7-7 at the 4:44 mark in the first half. And Olympia will kick away to the Cougars.
Parker.
This one down to about the 18-yard line. Parker picks it up. He's out to the 25, does a little dance, and will bring it out to about the 27-yard line.
Tyler Parker. He's a junior, 6 foot, 175-pounder. Plays wide receiver and a little bit of cornerback, and as you can see there, he returns kicks. A lot of athleticism in this kid. I know Coach Keel's going to really enjoy having him back in his senior year.
He'll place the ball on the 28-yard line, and that's where the Cougars will start out here, this offensive series. Joshua Schwederman.
Olympia putting 8 men in the box.
Schwederman still got it, fakes it, pulls it down, and gets it out to Henderson. Henderson's into the first down territory as he crosses the 40-yard line, takes it down to... They're going to place it, I believe, on about the 42, 43-yard line.
That was a great offensive play by the Cougars.
No, he didn't make it. They're going to call him just short.
Oh, they said he stepped out of bounds.
On that far sideline over there. So it's going to be second down and less than a yard to go for the first.
2nd and 1 or less is a great time to try something new, Doc, because you're relatively sure you can pick up the first down on 3rd if necessary. But this could be time for a big hitter, but nope, they're going to throw her up the middle, and
a yellow hanky comes in.
It's going to be a hold, Doc. It's going to be a hold.
And that will drop CK back.
Schwederman coming over to the sideline.
Holding on the offense. Pete, second down.
Coming over to the sideline to talk to Coach Keel, bring the play in here. It's a spot foul. That's why they moved it about 14 yards back. And spot foul means wherever the hold occurred, they go 10 yards back from there.
Well, it'll bring up second down, 14 now. Schwederman rolling out to this near side. He's got a receiver, and number 15 going into almost to the midfield is Jonathan Fergus.
John Fergus with a big gain, Doc. And now as the clock is down to 4:13, Coach Keel has something going. What I think optimally he wants to score here, and he doesn't want to give Olympia any time to respond here before the half.
First down, ball on the CK 47-yard line. Oh, quick hit in the backfield. What a shot by Connor Vilmovsky from the Olympia Bears. He almost got the handoff.
Yeah,
right?
that was pretty good penetration by Wilmovsky. And Wilmovsky, 6'5", 265.
Ooh, he moves pretty quick for a big man.
And he's a junior, so I know Coach Beatty's going to love getting a second year out of him, if not a third.
I'll bring up second down for the Cougs, and still 14 to go for a first. 3:24 left to go in the half. Man goes in motion, and it's a handoff this time to 27, doing some nice running.
Fumble!
Ball's loose.
And it's going to be Olympia ball. Cleveland with the carry and had the ball pop. No, now they're saying Cougar ball.
Well, let's see what the guys
Nope,
in
they
stripes-
changed it.
Nope, they have signaled that the Olympia Bears recover the fumble. And that's too bad because that was a nice run by Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland had the sweep going. He moved to the outside, and Olympia had penetrated on the outside. So Cleveland, you saw him kind of slow down and try to figure out how he was going to beat that one man that had him contained on the corner. Ended up juking him out of his cleats, but then that gave the rest of the Olympic Bears enough time to catch up and pop that ball out of his hand. Holding that ball when you get in traffic like that is so critical.
And so Olympia takes over with 3 minutes left to go in this first half. Ball is at their own 45-yard line. Hauser's got a man open once again, turned around and picked it up. Nice reception by Brendan Jewell.
Cleveland on the coverage, and actually not too bad a coverage for Cleveland.
Coverage was pretty good.
He looked back just at the right time, put his arms up to try to deflect it, but nice pass, nice catch, nice gain for the Bears.
Jewell did a great job of going up into the air for that reception. So the Bears move the ball into Cougar territory down to the 24-yard line of the Cougs with a first down. Hauser will go up under center this time. One running back, that's who gets it, and Casey Bond is not going to pick up much of anything. In fact, he's going to lose about a half a yard.
Nice defensive play there by the Cougs, and I was just going to say, you know what Coach Beatty wants to do right here, Doc? He wants to score, but he doesn't want the Cougars to get the ball back. Running it up the middle, testing, probing that interior. This time the Cougars were able to stand up and push it back.
Kyle Anu and Kyler Higgins, those big guys up in that front line, holding their position. Second down now and 11. Hauser in the shotgun, rolling out to his right. He's got a man in midfield who catches it for another first down for the Bears. We're under 2 minutes left to go now.
Caught again by number 85, Dylan Reed. And Coach Gill told me he respected the arm of the quarterback, Trevor Hauser. Both coaches really have a lot of respect for the other team, in all honesty, in these two squads.
Well, Hauser is shown to have a pretty good, hard, fast pass crossing the middle at post.
Accurate. He's been very accurate tonight.
Ball down to the 11-yard line of the Cougs. Handoff goes to 22, Kilman, 23. And so Spencer Kilman, for coming back from injury, has been playing a lot so far and doing a pretty good job for the Bears.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit of time here as we got a timeout. No, I thought we had a timeout, but I guess not.
It's going to be second down for the Bears, and the ball is at the 5-yard line of the Cougars. This is going to require a pretty big defensive effort by CK to hold Olympia.
Olympia can get a first down at the 1.5.
Oh, and once again, Spencer Kilman takes the ball in for the Bears for 6.
We're seeing why he was an all-league running back last year, Doc.
Yep.
Good balance,
And I like his ability to go slow and keep balanced and then turn on the
That's right. What he's doing is
afterburners.
he's surveying the field. He's picking his hole, and then when he hits it,
Boom.
he hits it.
Yep, very nice. Well, Olympia will line up for the PAT. Ball is down. And
Oh, that was a hold big time right there, and the ref saw it too. One of the Cougars had come through just to the right of the center, and the Olympia defender grabbed him by the front of the jersey and just pulled him down on top of himself. That kick was going to be blocked.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 what?
Let's see if the head man lets us know.
I'll have to watch this tomorrow in the archive.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
Ooh.
It'll be enforced on the kickoff. Kick was good.
Well, we saw two different fouls on that play, Doc.
So the actual foul that was called against the CK Cougars, personal foul, roughing the kicker. So kick is good. That puts another 7 on the board for Olympia, and the foul will be enforced on the kickoff.
You know, they kick from the 35, so now they'll be kicking from midfield. Should be able to put it out the back of the end zone.
Under a minute left to go here in this first half at Silverdale Stadium. Beautiful evening for some high school football. Happy to be bringing it to you live on the internet by the KitsapSun.com. We're West Sound TV, and we've had a doubleheader tonight. Matthew St. Carol has taken the camera for this game. Michael Mathis was there for number 1. Brent Willard on the other microphone, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, and here is that enforcement, Brent. It's not only going to be at midfield, they're going to kick off at the Cougar 45-yard line.
No, I'm sorry, they kick off from the 40 normally, so they pushed it up.
Yep, 15-yard personal foul. .52 seconds left to go in the first half, and the Bears with their first lead tonight, 14-7 over CK. Carpenter's kick goes into the end zone, and so the Cougars will have 52 seconds from the 20-yard line. And that's plenty of time if you can get some passes connected or break that big one.
I think what Coach Gill has to do here, if he's going to try the passing game, is we saw Olympia is getting too much penetration, and Schwederman's having to run for his life. So might as well put him in, move the pocket, roll him out, get him away from that center rush.
First down, Central Kitsap. Schwederman is under center with 2 backs behind him. And he's still got it in exactly what you said, Brent. He gets dropped for a loss in the backfield hanging on to that ball.
Yep, because it's taken too long for his receivers to get open, and there's a timeout by the Cougars. Interesting.
Well,
okay,
41 seconds.
Doc, next week it's North Kitsap at Bremerton.
Yep.
7
That's
o'clock.
the game of the week.
That is. Should be a good one.
Well, and North Kitsap kind of handed it to North Mason last week.
They did. 45-0. First time I had ever seen the, what do they call it, the mercy rule put into effect in high school football. When there's a 40-point differential, they do the running clock. So the second half went pretty quick. But actually, North Mason started showing some life. They got a sophomore that they put in as quarterback.
Right.
And they started throwing, and he was throwing it deep downfield accurately. They started moving the ball. They offensively, Doc, in the first half, North Mason last week they had -7 yards in the first half.
Second down now and 15 for the Cougars. Deeper in their own territory than before. This time it's a handoff, break through the line, and a great run still on his feet into first down territory. And I'm waiting to see the number on.
28, Doc.
Okay, that's Zawadski.
Zawadski would not be denied on that run. How many Olympia Bears had him in their hands?
And our ref says roll the clock, 30 seconds. And Schwederman looking around. using up some valuable time.
Zawadzki again for a couple. Going to have to call a timeout here,
Yep.
18 seconds.
And that may be the last timeout that CK has. There's 15 seconds left in the half, and CK will have the ball at the 40-yard line.
See, in high school ball, the way the clock works is, like college, when you get a first down, they'll stop the clock long enough to move the sticks. When the sticks are moved, ball set, ready for play, and then the clock starts again. And it took them about 10 seconds from when the ball was placed and the sticks had been moved until they snapped the ball on that last play. So not doing well when you got 25 seconds and you burn 10 to go 2 yards.
CK with 15 seconds left in the first half, down by 7. Across the middle, pass is complete at the 50, brought down quickly, and that would be Cody LaFontaine getting that one. And there we go. As soon as those flags are changed, Steve Green will say, roll that clock. And it's rolling this time. CK already in position.
He's going to try for the Hail Mary. No, he's going to run it, and that's
going to do it
yeah.
for the first half here at Silverdale Stadium. And the Olympia Bears coming back from behind to take a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, Doc, the Cougars had the early momentum. Now it seems to be going the Bears' way. We'll have to see what Coach Keel does in the locker room to change things up here for the second half.
All right, well, we're West Sound TV. Happy to be working with the KidsapSun.com. Matthew St. Carol on the camera, Brent Willard on that other microphone, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, saying stay tuned. We'll have that second half for you coming up soon.